Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper, and I've got this trumpet song penny black slapstick stamp, and I'm going to be creating an almost one layer card. So what I'm doing here is laying the stamp directly over my card base and then picking it up with my Fiskars stamp press. And just taking note of where my grid lines are so that when I do stamp it out, it's exactly where I want. Now I'm going to be doing some no-line colouring, and it can get a bit confusing because I can't often work out if they're flowers or if they're leaves or what I'm going to be colouring. So I've just stamped the same image off to the side, and I'm using a very light ink. This is Distress ink, which is the antique linen, and I'm working on some recycled cardstock. And this probably did stamp out a little bit darker than I anticipated because I did want some of these flowers to be a little bit pastel, a very light pink colour, and I wasn't really sure how it was going to work underneath the pencil, but these pencils cover just beautifully, and by the time I'd added the pinks in the shaded areas, you really couldn't see the ink at all. So it actually worked out quite well. I just went with it anyway rather than start again. So I'm simply just adding the colour directly over the antique linen ink and adding the shadows where the shadows are in the stamped areas. Like this is a really easy way to do no line colouring if you don't feel very confident, because all of the shadows are already there. You don't have to make them yourself. So I'll list all the colours today that I use at my blog, and you can find the link in the YouTube description below. And I'll just keep doing some colouring now, and I'll be right back after that's finished. So for my sentiment, I'm using this Happy Mother's Day one from Kind Words, and I don't want this to be a Mother's Day card, so I'm cutting off that section of the stamp, and then I can use it independently or join it back together if I want. And I'm going to be doing some embossing, so I've just prepped my cardstock with the anti-static bag, and this is some American Crafts lip gloss cardstock, and I added a flourish from the same stamp set above and below the sentiment, and then heat setting some Wow Rich Pale Gold embossing powder. So I want to create my own label, and I didn't want it just to be a rectangle, so I cut down the sides of the label, and then I'm just fussy cutting the top and the bottom to match. I thought it would look really nice mounted on some gold, so I thought the easiest way to do that was just to whack it on a bit of gold cardstock, and then I'd have to fussy cut that as well. And that turned out okay. I thought it might look a bit rough around the edges, but it actually looked really quite nice in the end. I did run a grey marker around the edge of the gold just to sort of mute the white edges of the cardstock. And I didn't think about it till after, but I could have actually embossed the back. That would have looked really nice as well. So I'm going to mount this label up on some fun foam. This is just a piece of scrap fun foam. And then pop it on the top of my card. Just working out where I want that, using my grid lines. And then I thought it'd be pretty to add some gold pearls, so played with those for a little while. And as a final bit of blingy, glittery, shiny, shimmery touch, I decided to get out I think this is a gilded, or I can't remember, it's a gold stickles, but it's a little bit muted, and just added a few little touches of shine. So thanks for joining me today. I've had heaps of fun. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.